Pokeballs. One of, if not the most important items in many Pokemon games. But which one is the worst and which one is the best? Welcome everybody to our Topex Hybrid list, where I'll be talking about two lists in this one video. Considering how I never made a Topex video in September because I ran out of time, I decided to include one additional list for you guys to make it fair.
So let's talk about what I'll be explaining in this list. First off, remember, this is all based around my opinion only. With nearly 30 different kinds of Pokeballs, 5 lovable and 5 hateful ones have been selected to be on this list. Second, video game canon only. Some Pokeballs like the Crystal Ball, the Dark Ball, and the GS Ball are prime examples that will not be shown on this list. And, to make it a fair shot, sorry about this, but the Master Ball will also be excluded from this list. Why? I think it should be obvious. It's the ultimate Pokeball that will never fail on catching a Pokemon. Lastly, I will talk about their designs, their catch rates, and abilities they possess, if any. So let's start off at the bottom of the barrel and work our way up into figuring out which one is the worst and which one is the best.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Safari Balls. As their names imply, these balls were used only for the Safari Zone in many games. They do have a nice appearance for a camouflage appearance, but everything else about it sucks. Being a 1.5 times catch rate, it's basically a great ball in disguise. Why can't we just injure the Pokemon so we can actually use the Safari Bars more easily before Gen 6? Ugh. This is why I don't like going outdoors.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Love Ball. This is the true meaning of the phrase, love hurts. In Gen 2, its catch rate was at times 8, when faced with a Pokemon whose gender was the same? What? Thankfully, that was fixed in Gen 4 Heart Gold and Soul Silver for the opposite gender. The heart of the ball is a good use, but everything else about it just breaks the heart for me.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Heal Ball. This one is what I consider to be a throwaway item. Why? 2 reasons. 1, the Heal Ball is basically a Pokeball with a ×1 catch rate. 2, when captured, the Pokemon is healed when caught, and there's a problem with that already. What happens when you have a full team of 6 and when you catch one in a Heal Ball? Don't even bother answering that, because you know what happens. It does have a lot of pink and purple textures to give it the sense of healing, but I can just settle with a PC, thank you.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Premier Ball. Like the Heal Ball, this is a ball that is basically a throwaway item. So how do you get a Premier Ball? After buying 10 or more Pokeballs of any kind at once, you get 1 Premier Ball. Basically on a blank ball with a ×1 multiplier. Why? They're basically giving you a free item. Just give me a freaking free item!
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
So what could possibly be the worst ball of them all that's even more worse than the Premier Ball? Unintentional rhyme on that one, but it doesn't matter. That's simple. The Moon Ball. This is the worst ball made by Kurt. This ball specializes in catching Pokemon that evolves via Moonstone. These include the Nidoran, Clefairy, Jigglypuff, and Skitty lines. In Gen 2, I don't know why they did this, but this ball was practically useless because it had ×1 multiplier. They did fix that in Gen 4 where it now has a catch rate of ×4. But the main reason why it's at the bottom of the barrel is because only the Pokemon I explained are worthy for this ball. Yeah, I think it's about time to talk about my favorite Pokeballs now.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Ultra Ball. This is one of the most common Pokeballs that many gamers like me use. With the catch rate of ×2, you can tell why. While its design is not that impressive, it's still a very reliable ball. The only downside is that this is the most expensive Pokeball of them all, costing $1,200, but they are very convenient when needed.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Luxury Ball. This ball has one of the most impressive designs I've ever seen. A black Pokeball with patches of gold around it is a very nice touch. While its catch rate is the same as the Pokeball, ×1, it definitely made it up with an awesome ability. It raises the friendship rate upon capture. It may be expensive, but it's worth getting Pokemon to evolve through happiness. Believe me.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Heavy Ball. This is the only Pokeball by Kurt that doesn't suck. As its name applies, this Pokeball specializes on catching a very heavy Pokemon. Oddly enough, this one requires addition to multiplication. Let's just say, use these on heavy legendaries and pseudo legendaries. Design-wise, it does come with a unique bulbous-like appearance, which is a decent touch. But how these Pokeballs help into catching a heavy Pokemon definitely makes things easier for me to use. They really need to have a better equation for this.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my
Quick Ball. Need any help getting Pokemon easier upon the first turn? Well, not to worry. The Quick Ball is the perfect contender for this. In Gen 4, it has a 4x catch rate on the first turn, but Gen 5 and onward, it's a 5x catch rate. But after the first turn, it's as weak as a normal Pokeball. This makes things go so much easier for roaming legendaries. It definitely has a nice appearance to make things quick to use. It's a great ball, but only one has taken the cake. You guys probably know what it is already, so let's move on.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Dusk Ball. This is the best ball that money can buy. For those of us that are nighttime gamers, like me, you have Gen 4 to thank a lot for. With a catch rate of 3.5x in caves and during the night, this is one of the most profitable balls to get. Its appearance is great because it looks like we are seeing something that's bumpy in the night. Sure, there are some Pokemon that is found here during the day, but heck, who cares about that? The Dusk Ball is the best ball of them all, aside from the Master Ball. I need to stop with these rhymings. Just cue ending credits already. This has been my top 5 least and favorite Pokeballs. Thanks for watching. If you like the list, then why not consider giving it a like, adding it to your favorites, or sharing it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or anywhere. If there was a Pokeball that you thought was the worst or which one was the best, why not tell me about it in the comments below? I would love to hear back what you guys have to say. And if you'd like to see some more of my awesome related Pokemon work for 2016, then why not subscribe today for a Pokemon Let's Play update as daily as often as possible, and a Top X video once or twice a month. Thanks again everyone, and I will see you guys in my next Pokemon video coming soon.